If you're at all familiar with the 2000 Dodge Ram 1500, this is a extended cab, four-wheel drive, about 175,000 miles. I've had this for 10-11 years now. The only thing I've done major to it is had a transmission rebuilt at about 150 or 160,000. It's got the plastic bed liner in it, a few stickers. This is where we go to church. There's a little motorcycle sticker from Nick DeMondi, and of course on the far end there, last but not least, Mystery Science Theater. Can't go wrong with that. I've got some ladder rack mounts here, so I can take the ladder rack on and off when I want. If I'm hauling some ladders and doing some work. I did a full handyman service for a couple years, from 09 to 2011. Threw some Altazes on it when I accidentally cracked the stock turn signal, hitting our basketball goal down there one time. But if you're familiar with the Dodge, most common issues you've got, other than horrible gas mileage, this is the 5.9 liter 360. So the dash, yours probably looks a lot like this. There's two separate pieces. This is the dash on top. This whole front section is the instrument bezel. So I found a company online that had the instrument bezel for about $250 and the dash for about $250. But recently decided to go on eBay to get X-Men marathon for my wife and kids, and found a instrument bezel for $60. So now I've got an instrument bezel here. Look at that sucker, nice and clean. It's all one piece until I drop it and break it right now. This is going to be a very easy install. All I have to do is pop the existing bezel out. There's almost nothing left to even hold it in place. Pop the instrument bezel that's on there out, and then replace it by popping the new instrument bezel in. It's just got these clips that are on the back, all the way around. This has the vents included, which is nice. It's still got the exact same texture to it. Yeah, but this is not a big job. The biggest job I've done on this was a heater core. You have to take this entire dash out, and if the dash wasn't bad enough already, when I pulled this whole entire dash out, from watching another YouTube video, pretty much this whole dash was just hanging by hanging by toe straps from the doors, from the handles and stuff, just keeping it up off the floor so I could get in behind it and get the heater core out. If you start noticing a smell of radiator fluid when you're running the heater, that's your heater core. So I didn't want that to continue leaking in the dash, so I bought a heater core. Don't remember if I got it on AutoZone or Amazon, but it's a big job. I'm not an expert by any means when it comes to automotive. I've been doing it for a long time, ever since I was young. But with that being said, it took me 8 hours to get the dash completely out, get the old heater core out, put the new heater core in, and button it all back up. But because this plastic is so brittle, I'll show you if I can. That's how brittle the plastic is. It just snaps right off. I've got pieces probably all on the floor, and just toss that one there for now. But the dash fell apart even more. I did buy a dash cover at the same time I found this bezel. I found a dash cover. Now they claim that it goes over the top of the existing, and that you need to have some material of the old one left. If I have to, I'm gonna rig it a little bit so that I can make it work anyway. There's enough material on the front here that I'm hoping it'll be able to sit on, especially across there. It's more full on that side. But along the edge in the front, all the way down here, it's mostly busted out. There's not much left. So I don't know if I need to make some spacers or if it'll just sit right on top of where that screw is on the metal there. Kind of the top of the firewall. But I'm gonna try to make it work because it was only 60 bucks. If you were to buy the dash from Dodge OEM, I believe it's something around $700, and I think they wanted something like $380 or more just for the instrument bezel. This is common if you go to an LKQ or any junkyard. You're not really going to find a dash to replace your crusty, crunched up, busted dash from a truck that's sitting there, unless somebody's already replaced it. I have had luck with some things like that aftermarket. I did find for my 1992 Subaru wagon that I used to own, somebody had upgraded from the plastic radiator to a really nice aftermarket all aluminum radiator. So I got a really nice, almost new all aluminum radiator. I think the charge was like 40 bucks. And I would have paid over $200 for it if I had bought it online. So the truck runs, uses some oil. I'm not going to get into doing a rebuild on the engine. I'm hopeful that I can just keep using this for hunting and hauling lumber purposes, and that's it. So I bought this with 112,000 miles on it 11 years ago in 2009, and it has 175 on it. So in 11 years I've put about 63,000 miles on it. For 4 years I almost didn't drive it at all. A coworker and I rode together to work every day. We worked at Small HD together, which is where I met the guy who I got my nice motorcycle decal. There's a white one on the black there, and I've also got a black one on the white here. That's reflective, so that's nice. These Alteza style taillights I think were $25 or $27 for the pair. There's just a little bit of flaking on the clear there. It's not bad, but I would have paid $75 or $80 each for OEM replacement. So I felt like a $27 for a set was a pretty good deal. Same with the headlights. The OEM headlights were, I think, $75, $80 or something a piece. I found a full set headlights on Amazon. They're not leaking, they're crystal clear, they have not faded or yellowed or anything. They're perfect for what I needed them for, to be able to start seeing again at night. Probably one of the things I could do is the grill. It's just kind of barely hanging on here. I figure one day it's either going to flip up over the hood and be gone on the highway somewhere, or one day when I slam the hood it's just going to fall off. But anyway, that's the gist of this project. Like I said, this is just the instrument bezel for now. I'm also going to work on putting the dash overlay. It's a dash cover really, but it is plastic, it's not cloth, so I don't think it's gonna sag where there's missing material here where the dash is busted out. But I'll post links to the dash instrument bezel and the dash cover, and feel free to comment if you have another question. I'm not sure what the range is for the instrument bezel and the dash, what year range this will fit. I believe it'll probably go down to 90, I don't know, probably 96 to 98, and then probably up through 2000, probably 2005. I'm not sure when I haven't paid enough attention to this in a while. I used to be a salesman for an accessory store when I first moved to Raleigh back in 06. And used to do a bunch of accessory stuff on a Ford Ranger I had when I was in college. But anyway, that's a different story. I will end this video for now and post links, and then trying to figure out how to go about getting something set up so where I can hold the camera other than in my hand while I'm working. As you might have noticed in other videos I've just posted, today is the first day I've posted any videos. This is my third. I'm planning on posting a whole lot more. Trying as much as I can to make this more of a interactive channel and use it more often, and hopefully get more people involved. And if you have a question about anything I've posted, just write it in the comments. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends. This is brand new. I'm just starting today. 39 years old, and it's time to start sharing some of the stuff instead of just keeping it to myself. So hopefully people will find it interesting and useful. That's the plan for this channel. Right now the name is what it is. If you have any questions about the channel or any helpful hints or tips or tricks or suggestions on how to share